Good morning. All right, let's take some squats in place. Now going with this beat, this is a pretty fast beat, so don't worry about the beat of the music. Good. Can I have a show of hands in the camera? How many of you have something you can step onto? I see Michelle, Karen, and I think Cindy did. Lauren, yeah? All right, so if you do, great. If you don't, if you have a step of any fashion, a wine box apparently. 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet wide. Just lunge side to side. Roll your shoulders back and around. If you are nursing any kind of injury, please modify. If you don't know how to modify, probably watch me or ask me. Good. Big shoulder rolls. 4, 3, 2. Hold it on your right side. Just a little stretch to the inner thigh. Little pulses here if you'd like. Take your right hand, keep it on your thigh. Take your left arm, stretch it up and over. Then we're going to pivot around to the right leg. Good. Take the arms up, knee down. Take the arms with you. Pull up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together towards each other. 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Hands together, round your back. Pull the belly into your spine. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. In 3, 2, step that left foot forward. Right toes up. Hips back. Nice long hamstring stretch. 3, 2. Turn around face front. Hands on the knees. Round your back. Roll all the way up. Step a little wider. Roll your shoulders as you go back into that lunge. 3, 2, 1. Hold it on your left side. Just a little tiny pulse. Or stay static. 3, 2, 1. Take the right arm up and over. Stretch to the left side. Now pivot to the left side. Hold it here. Bring the arms up. Bring the knee down. All the way up. Tailbone tucks underneath you. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold the knee down. Take the arms, interlace the fingers. Maybe move the fingers over. 1. And then step that front leg, back leg front. Little hamstring stretch here. Head up, chest up. And then go ahead and turn back to the front. Let's do one more set of cat-cows here. Arch your back, arch your back, round your back. 3, 2, and 1. Good, roll it up. So go ahead and grab a weight. 1 weight is needed. 2 weights are fine. I'm going to stick with 1 weight for now. If you're modifying, also stick with 1 weight. If you don't have a bench, just stand in place. We're going to stand on top of the bench for a simple squat. Weight at your chin. Feet are about hips width apart. If you notice, that's about all the room I have on this particular step. So I took the shorter step today, the road less traveled. All right, so let's get ready for 20 squats. 3, 2, go. 1, up. Don't worry again about the beats of the music. Just go with my count or your own count. That's 3, 4. If you can get your elbows and your knees to touch, great. If you're modifying, don't go so low. Maybe rise up on your toes, although we do have some calf raises. 7, 8, 12 more, guys. 12. Weight in your heels still. 11, 10. Keep your knees in line with your hips. 9, 8. Don't worry, not everything is going to be 20 reps today. 7. Just some things. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2, please. 1 more. Good. Now, we're going to take it to a side turn on the bench. If you're not using a bench, all you're going to do is do a side step. So if you're not on a bench, you're going to squat to the right side. Keep more weight in the left leg. 10 of those on the right, 10 of those on the left. Those of you on a bench, left leg stays on. Ready? Go. 10. Come up. 9. So get your weight behind your knee into your heel. 8. 7. If you're not doing a full squat either way, do a side raise. 6, 5, 4. There's more weight on the leg that's not moving. 3 than the leg that is moving. 2. One more time. Good. Other side, I'm just going to turn around so the camera has it. In 3, 2, go. So same thing. Weight into one leg. The leg gets static. 2, 3. Good. 4, 5. Again, drive the weight into that heel. 5 more. 4, 3. 2 more times. 2 and 1. Awesome. All right. Go ahead. Grab yourself one weight that's heavy and perhaps 2 weights that are maybe a little bit lighter. All right? So, if you have a bench, feel free to put your mat down on it to protect your knee. All right. I'm just going to fold it over. So left knee on. Same thing if you're on the floor, or you can do this standing. Left knee on, right leg to the side, single arm row. Right arm's going to do pulling. Karen, if you want to stay more upright and just put your hand on a surface, that's okay too. All right, this position doesn't bother my back. It's other funky things that do for some reason. All right, we've got 10 on the right. 9, 8, 7, nice strong long lines. 6, 5, 4, 3, try to keep the tension out of your neck. 2, one more time. 1, good, all the way down. Switching sides, I'm going to stay here and do the other side. Left leg is off, the left hand holds the weight. Ready, set, let's go. 12, 11, I'm sorry, 3, we're only doing 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, come on back to sitting down on your step, your ball, or standing up and bending over. On the step, keep your chest connected to your thighs so there's no action here. Karen, again, standing up, bend your knees, and just go with a lighter weight. All right? So we're going to do rear delts in a seated position for most of us, and for some of us, a standing position. If you're sitting on your bench, you want to kind of get your sitting bones off. Stay connected, thighs and belly. 10 sets, I believe. No, 15. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13. So 12, 11. Good. Keep your chest and thighs connected. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 1. Good. Now, put those weights down. Move your mat off of your bench if you had it there. Just put it off to the side because, yes, you're going to use it again probably sooner than you'd like. All right, back to a squat on the bench. Second set. So again, if you're on the floor, you're on the floor. No difference. So we're just doing a good old squat, nothing to do with the height of the bench, except maybe some of you standing up on a bench don't like being up this high. All right? So get your feet hips width apart. Same neutral stance with our hips. Weight at your collarbones. In 3, we're going to squat 2, 20 times 1. Go. 1. So I want you to try to get your elbows on top of or inside your knees. 3, drive through those heels. 4, keep looking forward. 5, 6, 7, drive through those heels. 8, lots of booty. 9, 10 more, gang. 10. Take your time. 9. There's no reason to rush through this. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last one. 4, 3. Last 2. One more. That's it. Now, as we do our side lunges, or squats, excuse me, you can add a little rotation by bringing that weight from your shoulder to your hip on the leg that's moving. So we'll chop to the right side. 3, 10 of these. 2, 1, go. 10, 9, again, weight in that left leg. 8, the right leg is just kind of tapping down for balance. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Change sides. Spin it around or just go to the other side. In 3, 2, go. Add the chop. Good. If you're not even doing the legs, still do a chop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me 2 more, please. 9 and 10. Good. Come all the way down. Grab your mat, put it back on. Keep your lighter weights nearby if you need it. Back to our kneeling rows. Go to a heavy weight if you can. All right. So, starting with your right arm, left knee is bent. So if you're standing, it will look like this. Same idea, but we're kneeling. All right? This time we got 12 reps. Hold on to that weight. 3, 2, flat back, 1, go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Good. Changing sides. Either jump around or just spin yourself halfway around. Other side in 3, 2, 1, go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that down. Have a seat on your floor, on your chair, on your bench, on your ball, or standing up, bent over. Just make sure you're not using your lower back to make this move, because it's not a lower back move, but we are hinged, so stay supportive in your core. 15 rear delts in 3, 2, here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, drop your chin if you feel tension. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. And 1, good. Move those weights off to the side. Once again, stand up. We're not doing the same thing, but we're gonna start. You can hold 1 or 2 weights in your hands. We're gonna go back up, actually behind the bench if you're using a bench. So for those of you not using a bench, go ahead and do a forward lunge. Those of you using a bench, step onto the bench with the weight, with the leg, excuse me. So we've got the right leg for 10 and the left leg for 10. Make sure if you're going onto a bench that you are stepping enough of a space forward that your knee comes down and that you're not too far forward and that front knee doesn't go on top of your ankle, on top of your toes, it stays on top of your ankle. Weights can be at your shoulders, by your side. You don't need to have weights. If you're not lunging, you know, you're just kind of doing that step forward and step back thing. Ready, right leg first. In 3, 2, 10 on the right, 10 on the left. So step, lunge, come up, same leg. Step, lunge, come up, same leg. 3, down, up, and back. 4, down, up, and back. 5, down, up, back, halfway. 5, down, up, 4 more. 4, good. 3, 2 more. So guys, order a case of wine and you'll have a box. 1, switch legs. Then don't drink the wine, but bring it over here, I'll take it. All right, left leg forward in 3, in 2, in 1, here we go. Step, lunge, come on back. Step, lunge, come on back. 3, lunge, come on back. 4, good. Trying to keep the knee tracking over second, third toes. 5. Stay on the ball of the back foot, on the heel of the front foot. 5 more. Good. 4, don't push off this front leg like that. Lift from the right side. 2 more, 3 more, I think. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now it will be like a rear lunge. So we step on the bench and you're stepping back with the right leg. Again, if you're not doing the full lunge, do that rocking forward and back action. All right? Right leg is first. 3, 2, 1. Now it's going to feel like the same leg is working, because it is. 1, 2, 3. Just check out your front knee. Don't let it knock in. 4, right? 5. You don't have to go low, but go as low as you can. Or 1, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Depending on the height of your bench, also makes a difference, 10, for how deep and intense this can be, right? You could also have your foot on your stability ball, maybe holding on to something, and then just doing that soft knee bend. All right, left leg in 3, 2, don't you worry, go. 10, 9, drive into the heel. 8. I notice in myself more of a weakness in my right side. 4. Part of it is because I'm injured this week. 5. Part of it is because my glute's not as strong on the side. 6. And there you go. 7. We all have it in our bodies. 8. So I have to be really a little bit more focused and dedicated. 1 more. And up. Come down to the floor. All right, have a seat on your bench, your ball, your step, your chair, your bed, your sofa. Single arm concentration curl. Tricep on the inside of the thigh. There's no movement like this. All you do is extend the arm down and up, and you can help a little bit at the wrist. So we'll start with the right arm. Tuck it inside your inner thigh. Keep your tricep right there on the inside of the thigh. 10 right, 10 left, let's go. 1, all the way down and up. 2, so if you have a real hard time going straight and pulling it back up, just start with a lighter weight. 4, you'll build up to it. 5, the last thing I want you to do is, do sloppy work. 7, not get the benefit out of the act. 8, 2 more. 9, 1 more time, 10. Good, bring it down to the floor, switch sides. 3, 2, go. 10, 9. So notice again, I'm not using any jerky motions. I'm not pulling myself up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, put it down. If you're using that same weight for two arms for biceps, pick it up. If you have anything else, I'm very thirsty this morning. If you have anything else, pick it up. You can do a hammer curl or a bicep curl. Those of you who are sitting on a bench or something, you're going to get stuck here. So it's going to force you to really work true, not momentum, not swinging. 15 bicep curls in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. So keep your torso nice and straight. 4, of course, you could be standing straight up. 5, 6, 7, 8. I know not everybody has steps. 9, but they are to be found, and they're not all that expensive, especially like the ones I'm on. They're half size. 5 more. 5, 4, but again, order a case of wine. 3, way more fun anyway. 2, 1 more. And 1, good. All right, floor. All right, just make sure your spaces are clear of anything that might hinder you. All right? Right leg goes forward in 3. Make sure you have a big enough step that the knees are safely over the ankles, not the toes. 3, 2, go. 1. Down and up. 1. Same leg. Down. 2. 3. So again, we're not pushing back off the bench, but we're lifting up and then stepping back. 5. 6. 7. Now you might prefer one to the other. 8. So feel free to stay with it. 9. One more. Personally, I prefer this one. 10. Switching legs. In 4, 3, 2, go. Step, down, come back up. 2, down, up. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, finish it all the way up, and then go back to standing up on top of the step, or rear lunges. And again, rocking forward and back on one foot is an option. Ready, right leg go. 1, up and down. 2, right leg is the mover, I should say. 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, step far enough back that front knee. 7 is over the ankle. 8. 2 more. Don't you give up. 1 more. Back on top of the step. Switching legs. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Come up. 2. Good. Notice, the accommodations you make when you have a stronger or a weaker side. I mean, we have one's going to be stronger. Maybe, just tiny bit. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 2, 1 more. 1, and you're on the step. Come on back down to the floor. Sit down if you'd like. Sit on your ball. Sit on your chair. Or stay standing and bend your elbows and knees. Right arm holds the weight. 12 reps of a concentration curl, right side. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. Again, if you need a little help, just put your arm like a finger, light finger, at your wrist or a little higher, and that kind of guides you without forcing you. 5, 6, halfway through. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Couple ways to change intensity. More reps, longer time, heavier weight. So we're doing just adding the reps. You might have added the weight as well. First arm, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 12, 11, just dig your tricep into that inner thigh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stay connected. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. And 1. Good. All right. 2 weights, bicep or hammer curls together, or alternating. You got 15 reps. Sit up nice and tall. Look, my weights are stopped by my bench, so I can't swing. So I got to stay up nice and tall. My core is going to be nice and strong. And I'm going to use my power, not my power on my shirt, not momentum. 3, 2, go. 1, all the way down. 2, 3. So when you're standing and you get the ability to swing your arms behind you, it kind of takes away from that power. 6, 7. We don't mean it to always. Sometimes we want it to. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 4, 3, 2 more. You got 1 more. Awesome. Okay, good job. Grab your water. We're going to go to deadlifts and an overhead press and a calf raise. So either you're going to have your weight. Say hi. All right, bend your knees to come up. If you're on a step, I hope I have enough space here. If you're on a step, your toes are just slightly hanging off the step. If you're on the floor, obviously that's not happening. All right, if you have a weight, you can put your heels on the weight though. All right, so nice and slow for 10 rounds. We go to a deadlift, I keep looking up to an overhead press. I might not make it overhead. In 3, 2, here we go, slow. Take it down. As you come up, rack it, press it up. 1, down, rack it, 2, down, 3. Just my left arm is bent because it's hitting something in my ceiling. 4, rather than moving my bench right now, I'll take my time. 5, 6, 7, back is flat. Karen, you may want to just do it halfway, or just do your overhead press, or even just a shoulder raise. Right arm, left arm. So Karen, you might want to just be here, kind of thing. 8, I'm going to call it 8. 9, 1 more. 10. Good. Now, for those of you on a step, step back so your heels are off, and you're going to dip your heels down and then rise up on your toes. Those of you on the floor are going to rise up on your toes. In 3, 2, go. 1, down. 2, down. Don't bounce down. Control it. 4, 5, 6. Think of being on a curve. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, feel those? 3, 2 more. 2, with that deep stretch. 1, good. Press the right heel down, stretch, and then switch sides. Okay, now, come on down, put your weights down next to your bench because you're going to need them. Your mat's nearby. We're going to go to the floor or the bench or your weights, and we're going to do some tricep dips. We've got 15 of those. Those of you on a bench may want your mat there just because of the impression of the hands on your step, okay? So, legs close, legs far. If you are dealing with a lower back thing, keep your knees bent and closer to your hips or closer to your steps. All right, lift your hips up off the floor, off the bench. On your stability ball, come up. 15, go. 15, 14. The higher your bench is, the better it's going to be for movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1, and sit up. Good. All right. Grab weights, moderate to heavy if you can, for your skull crushes. Now again, if you're on a step, same thing. Legs can be on the floor in the bent or in the air, straight or bent. Those of you on the floor, you know the deal. Those of you on a stability ball, great, same thing. All right. So option here, because I'm on a short step and I'm not going to do it today, is to just have my head on the bench and my hips off more. But today, for the purposes of my back, I'm going to stay more stable and connected to the bench. So I'm going to bring my legs in the air as I mostly always do. We've got 15 skull crushers in 3, 2, go. So if you're using one weight, feel free to take it in either direction. 2, bend the knees. If you're feeling like your back is arching, pull the belly into the spine, the ribs down to the hips. 5, 10 more, 10, 9, 8. I want to thank you for getting me to sweat in a nice cool morning. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. One more time, gang. 1, and bring the weights in. Good. Sit up, put your weights down, and we go back to the deadlifts, okay? So, move your mat again off to the side, just enough, close enough that you can grab onto it again. All right, I'm going to keep with my lighter weights and see if I can get a little bit more space behind me. All right, bend your knees to pick up your weights, stand up on your bench or the floor. I don't recommend standing on the stability ball, but if you have a Bosu ball, that's fine. All right, take your toes just slightly off the bench. Feet are still about hips width apart, nice and slow going down with an overhead press. We're going 4, 3, 2, here we go. 1, come all the way up, 1. Down slow, no rounded back here. Good. 3, remember Karen, you might just be doing a shoulder press. 3, 4, good stretch in the back of the legs. Soft knees though. 5, those of you who are on the bench and have a healthy back, maybe you want to go below your toes. 6, 7, drive through the heels. 8, keep your shoulders pulling back. 9, we've got 12 of these, did I tell you that? 10, 2 more. 11, one more gang. 12, good. Stepping to the back of your bench where your heels are hanging off on your toes in 3, 2, go. 1, lower. 2, don't bounce it. 3, 4, if you have a step in your house, a staircase, 6, you can do it there. 7, you even get to hold on. 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower one heel at a time to stretch it out. Don't bounce it, just hold the stretch. And then switch. All right, we're down for our tricep dips. Keep your weights nearby because you're going to do skull crushers after that. And then I believe we're going to keep ourselves down towards the floor. All right? 15 tricep dips. If you're feeling comfortable with this, your back is good, your shoulders are good, everything feels good, feel free to take one leg in the air at a time. We've got 15, so count to 8, 7 and a half. All right, hips up. They stay close to your bench if you're on a weight. Keep your hips and arms close together in 4, 3, 2, arms up, hips up, go. 15, 14, 13, 12, nice and controlled. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more times. Nice little superset here. 1, come on back. Grab your weights. You're on your back or on your ball or on your bench. Get down nice and low so your head is on, resting on something. Arms up, legs up for me. 3, 2. I'm going to come down just a little bit more. 1, go. 15, 14, 13, 12. Pull that belly in. Don't let your ribs scooch out. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. One more, gang. And 1. Good. Okay. Carefully put those weights down and pull yourself back up. Now, staying down on the floor. All right. So I'm going to just adjust myself so that I have a little bit of my mat on the bench and on the floor. So you're going to come onto your hands and knees. If you're not using a bench, you're going to have one hand forward and one hand back, staggered, okay? So make it your left hand forward, your right hand on the floor, staggered, for those of you on a bench. If you have a shorter bench, shorter side, I just want to have a room there, then just go up there, okay? So hands on the floor, shoulders over wrists, elbows bent. We're going to do, how many are we doing? 10 right, 10 left, let's go. 1. Legs bent or straight. 3. So it's like a staggered weight. 5. But those of you on a bench will have a slightly different sensation. 7. 8. 9. 10. Ooh. Other side. I'll just have to remember what we do. My thing fell down, but I'll get there. All right. Left arm on the floor. Stagger your arms. Right arm forward, left arm back. 3, 2, go. 10. 9. I do prefer this when my hand can hang off the side a little bit more. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 more. 2. 1. Good. Sit back and do a nice little child's pose stretch. Let me pick up my pretty little board here. Kind of keeps me in line with what we're doing. All right, you're on your back. Heavy weight for a pullover. Let's see what I can grab here. So you're on your back. I don't need to adjust my mat. Again, you could have your feet in a bridge, on a bench, in the air, arm overhead. Pull your belly in, ribs down. We're going to do a pullover, 15 of them, and we're not going to pooch our lower back up. So really stay secured in your abdomen. 3, 2, go. Slight bend to the elbows. 15. If you're on the floor, make sure the weight touches the floor. If you're on a bench, go behind your head. I doubt that you'll touch the floor if you're on a high bench. 6. Unless you have really long arms. 7. 8. 9. Feel free to use this with abdominals. I'm kind of hanging half on and off the step. 12. 13. 14. One more. 15. And good. All right. So carefully come up. You're going to take your bench, your weight, mat, kind of the way I have it, like a T to your bench. If you're on the floor, you're going to be doing bridges, okay? So for my floor bridges, for everybody who's on the bench, you can stay closer to the bench, which will give you more glute, and further will give you more hamstring. So the same thing on the floor, legs closer, legs further. For those of you on the floor without a bench, go ahead and raise up onto your toes as well. Onto your heels, look through your heels. All right, so on your back, I'll kind of angle myself a little bit. On your back, heels down. We've got 15 bridges with our feet on the bench or on the floor on your heels. 3, 2, go. 15. Articulate all the way down. 2, 3, 4. Everybody's pretty much on their heels. Where you want to be in terms of closeness. 7 is up to you. 8, 9, 10. If you have, by the way, a stability ball, and I know Rosemary knows how to do this. 3, 2, you're on your stability ball. 1. Actually, we're going to be doing something just like that. And come back up. Now, I'm going to spin myself to the front of my step. But you can stay where you are, sitting on your step. I'm just doing it so you can see. You can have a weight on your pelvis. This one, we're on the bench with our upper body, and our lower body is going to come on and off the floor. So that's your stability ball one. So I'm going to start on the floor, lean back against the bench, lift my hips up, so I'm in a bridge position. Shoulder blades can be off the floor, off the bench, and you're going to come down and up. So Karen, if that's too much stretch on your back and bridge works for you, just do a regular bridge, okay? Everybody else, lay back on your step with your shoulder blades hanging off, or you're on the floor, or yes, on a stability ball. Perfect, Lauren. Okay, so on your back, put your hips, your weight on your pelvis if you're using it. Start with your legs up so that you're in line with your knees, and make sure that you have room for that shoulder blade coming off. In 3, 2, 1, I like to keep my arms up. 15, squeeze. 14, squeeze. 13, 12. If you're on a stability ball, make sure the ball doesn't roll forward and back. All right? Make sure all you're doing, 8, 9, is just lifting your hips up and down, not moving the ball. 5 more. 5, squeeze. 4. I couldn't have done this a couple days ago. 3, 2, so I'm really happy. 1, hold. Articulate down. Come back up. All right. So we're going back to our push-ups. On and off the bench or on and on the floor staggered. If you have the stability ball, you want to roll yourself over the stability ball, walk your hands out so the ball is underneath, anywhere from your hips to your toes. The further away from your belly, the more intense it will be. All right, so here we go. Left hand on the bench or on the floor staggered, right hand back so that it's the right shoulder over the wrist more than the left shoulder, unless you can get both of them kind of upward. 3, 2, 10 reps. I think we do 12. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, halfway, 5, 4. Now I'm feeling the flies from the other day. 3, 2 more. 2, and 1. Good. Sit back and do a nice little stretch. Let's do the other side. Right hand on or staggered in front. Left hand, I'm just going to angle myself kind of in the diagonal here. 3, 2, 1, go. 12, 11, 10. How's your abdominals? 9. Keep them nice and strong, but don't hold your breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Good. Do a nice little child's pose with an elevated stretch if you have an elevated space, just to give you a nice long deep stretch. And then we're going on to our backs for our pullovers. So again, on those pullovers, if you want to add abdominals, just by bringing your knees in and out, that's fine. Find yourself in a good place. 1 heavy weight, 2 heavy weights, 1 lighter weight, your choice. Legs up in the air for me. 3, 2, 1. Go. All the way back. Pull over. Now again, you can extend your legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to move your legs. Put them on the floor. 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Good. All right. Here we go. We have our bridges, yeah? All right. Starting on the floor if you have the bench. Feet are on the bench. Heels are down, toes are up. So remember when you come down, please try to articulate that spine, upper, mid, lower, back to the floor. Legs closer, a little more glute. Legs further, a little more hammy. Toes up, heels down, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 15, 14, you can have your arms up holding weight. You can have a weight on your pelvis. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use a bench. You can use your couch. 7, a chair. So there's always something we can do if we seek hard enough. Good. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. One more time. And all the way down. Good. All right. I'm going to bring myself in front of the bench. You guys can just turn around if that's easier for you. All right. So for this one, I usually start on the floor. Same thing on the ball. When you get the ball behind your back, sit on the floor underneath it or in front of it. And then bring yourself up so that your shoulder blades are hanging off. Legs in line with hips. We got 15. 1, 2. You can be on your heels or toes. You can have your legs closer. 4, 5. This is a great place for those of you who can't do squats. 7. Rosemary knows this. 8, 9, 10. 5 more, gang. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. All the way down. All right, gang. Here we go. Last couple of things on your bench or on the floor. If you are on your bench, you're going to hold the back of the bench. Just whoops, for some support. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, hold on before it knocks over my computer. All right, that weight just decided to take a nice little tumble. All right, sit on your bench. Lay back, hold on. I guess I'm on a little bit of an angle here. All right, hold on to your bench. Similar to what we did if you had your pullovers. So you're going to bring your knees in and extend your legs out. Knees in, hips come up, extend your legs out. We got 15 of those. In 3, 2, go. Knees in, hips up, extend out as low as your body will allow you to do it. 3, extend. 4, so some of you might even keep your knees bent. 5, right? Listen to your body. 6. Anything that doesn't feel right, outside of a little bit of discomfort, is definitely not right. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, legs up in the air. I'm still holding on to the back of my bench. Pull the belly in. We're going to lift our hips off the bench. And I'm not going to go too high today, but some of you will definitely get your hips a little higher. 4, 5, 6, 7. Start to feel this in the abdominals. 8, 9. I don't want you feeling it in your back. 10. Pull the belly into the spine. Brace your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees and rest. Last set, guys. Last set. You made it. Friday, end of the week. Oh my goodness. We are ready. Hello, weekend. However, this weekend we have an extra added class. Sunday at 2:15 Eastern time. All right, arms back behind you for Samantha's birthday, which is tomorrow. Let's take the second set. This time, you can bring your knees in with a bent knee, or you can bring your legs up and out. Okay, so 15 of those. Let's go. 15, extend. 14, extend. 13, keep going. Don't forget to breathe. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, So I'm using a little bit more momentum here than I am in the second exercise. 2. One more, please. And bring it in. All right. So the second one is not as much momentum, just pure strength through the center. Legs up. Here we go. 15. So this one is more straight to the ceiling rather than bringing your knees towards your face. That's where you get that momentum. 5. 6. Now I'm hardly moving and I feel an intense crunch. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Knees up to your chest. Awesome job, guys. Good work. All right, so just hug your knees into your chest for a moment here. Take your feet to the floor. If you're on a bench, you can still do this. If you're on the floor, just stretch your legs out. If you have your ball, feel free to put it under your back. And just, I don't have that much space right here. Let your legs come down and arms come up. And just do a nice little hip flexor release here. Try not to squeeze your glutes. Bend your knees. And wherever you are, just bring yourself up. Help yourself up this way. And then sit up nice and tall. I'll just come this way. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Bring your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Grab whatever you can. Doesn't have to be your toes. Take your left hand to your right hand up behind you, and then maybe over your head. Almost like what we did in our early stretching. Inhale, come up. Right arm behind you, twisting, looking over the right shoulder. So one's a twisting side bend, one is a, just a twist. Come back to center, arms up. Exhale, reach out, hands down. Right arm outside left thigh, left arm behind you first. And then lift it up overhead. Come up, left hand behind you, twist, look over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back to center, arms up. Reach forward for your toes. And when I say for your toes, towards your toes. Bend your knees if this is an issue for your lower back or your hamstrings, shoulders bent. Breathe. Inhale, roll up to sit up. Roll your shoulders back and around. Bend your knees. However you're going to get up, stand up into a forward fold. Take your arms behind your back. Palms together, interlace your fingers and let your leg come down. Chin to chest, roll up slow. Roll your shoulders back and around. Good. Take a big breath in. Arms interlace up over your head. Lean to your right side. Inhale back and over to the other side. Back to center, hands behind your head, elbows open up. Lift your heart up. Big, big stretch in front of shoulders and chest. Especially since the other day we're still feeling. Arms come all the way up. Arms come down, roll your shoulders back and around a couple of times in each direction. And then take one big breath in one more time. Bring your hands to your heart center. Those of you at home, stay fit, stay healthy.